edges that always get lost first. Anybody on either side have any questions? I just kind of go hand by hand. You guys can ask me whatever you want to ask me.
Well, in that case.
Uh-huh.
No, I do have a question.
All right, let's start with you, and then we'll grab you next.
Okay. I gotta know, in the Turbo movie, how much of that was improvised when you were totally evil?
A lot. The script was a good idea. Well, any script is kind of like a roadmap. It depends on what you want to do with your character and how much fun you want to have with it. And you know, I had a couple of ideas with the character, and there were several ideas about just how evil I would make him. And I had to sit down with the director at one point, and I said, "Listen, I've got about 3 different ideas here, based on what the script says, and I'm not sure how much I want to scare the fans."
Yeah, that looks like fun, man.
That guy's always having more fun.
He and I both enjoyed it, actually. We were like, hey, you know, we actually get to do this for a minute. And all we were trying to figure out was how hard we could really kick each other and hit each other. You know? It's like, no, I can take more. Go ahead, go ahead. I was like, okay, here you go, bam. He was like, all right, yeah, no, grab my throat, squeeze. No, I can still talk. Squeeze harder. Okay, is that good? Yeah. So it was, we had a lot of fun. And at one point, I showed Shuki one of the versions of the scene I wanted to do. He says, I think everyone would hate your character for the rest of your life if you did that.
What'd you want to do?
That's a little too evil for Jason.
What did you want? What are you gonna do? What was it? We won't tell nobody.
Well, there was a portion where when the fight initially started, you know, I kind of slowly approach, and there's the chains where I snap them apart, and you know, just kind of stare everybody down like they're lunch. And I was going to walk off, and I was going to do a front flip off the edge of the volcano entrance in slow motion with a layout and a twist. It's called a Russian. And I was going to end up standing behind Tommy, and I was going to wrap the chains around his throat and flip him over backwards over the front of my shoulders.
Would have been badass! Yeah! Yeah!
Then I was supposed to twist it, and then I was going to pick him up like it was a garrote. I don't know if you're familiar with what a garrote is, but it's something you choke somebody with. And Shuki was like, you know, that's just a little bit rough.
We would have loved it.
And Jason wasn't keen on, he wasn't real keen over the idea of flying over my shoulder backwards anyways. We agreed to let that go.
Aww.
I think you had a question next.
Yeah, this ran up in my girlfriend calling me. Well, you know it is. I was just wondering, from the original episodes, right? Like the lost episodes or whatever. You guys used to show bloopers back in the day, and I'm a big fan of the bloopers, man. Is there any plans to put some bloopers on DVD, or can you tell us about something that you thought was hilarious that should have been on but never happened?
Well, it should have been on as in
Yeah, like you know,
politically correct and okay, or the politically correct stuff that should have been on.
No,
Maybe just for an adult viewing.
that and like, you know, just stuff that you guys would totally screw up the lines and realize, oh crap, that's not my line.
Oh man, let me tell you. Let's see. I signed a contract when I was 17, and I guess I really started filming at 18. And I don't remember the name of the episode specifically, but I remember there was this great big flower monster.
Spit flower.
Now,